welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love attraction, all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we are going to talk about ways to enhance your connection with other people, whether it's your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings. So when we're trying to manifest beautiful partnerships into our lives and relationships, a lot of times we have to go within and we have to ask ourselves, how are we showing up in these relationships? How are we showing up in the world? And what are we offering to other people? You know, we want to be the person that we want to be in partnership, right? We want to be the good listener. We want to be curious. So some of the things that we're going to talk about in this video is curiosity, is really listening to the other person, because every time you ask a question to any person that you're in conversation with, the answer that they give you is going to be what they care about. So if you ask somebody, how was your day? The first thing that they think about, they're going to be expressing to you. It's very telling. They're telling you, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I care about. And all humans just want to be heard. We want to be seen. We want to be admired. We want to be valued. And if we can look deeper into all of our partnerships and all of our connections, and it could be even work connections too, with a boss or a coworker, you know, if you want to build a really strong bond with anybody in your life, the first thing that you have to do is you have to pay attention to them. You have to get curious about them. You have to think about, you know, what is it like to be them? I wonder, you know, what is their experience like? It's like I always talk about snow globes, and we're all in our own bubble of reality. And I see it as a snow globe. So when I'm asking somebody a question, I'm tuning into, what does their snow globe look like right now? Are they having a sad day? Let me kind of jump into that globe with them and ask them questions to allow them to show me what they're passionate about, to show me what they're sad about, to show me what they're thinking about in their snow globe. And I don't have to do anything with it. I don't have to change it. I don't have to solve it. I am just being in the globe with them. And that's essentially what we all didn't get as kids. So when we were kids, we were all in our snow globes, wanting our parents to be in our globe with us, wanting them to sit and play a video game with us, wanting them to do our homework with us, or just wanting to sit and eat dinner with them, or sit outside and maybe look at the stars at night. We just wanted that bond, that connection. And that is a human need for everybody. Everybody is looking to have that kind of parent love right next to them all the time. And yes, we want solitude and we want independence, and we want to be, you know, working on our interdependence inside relationships where you're not codependent, you're not independent, you're a beautiful mix of both. So what happens is, when we are building these connections, or when we're manifesting love into our life, or we really want to build a beautiful family and a home that feels safe for our children, we have to not smush them. Okay. So if you're a mom out there, if you're a dad out there, your job is to realize that your kids are freaking awesome just for being born. God made them so freaking amazing. And now your only job is to not smush them, to not shrink who God made them to be. Instead, you're being the ground for them to grow on. And this goes with partnership too. If you're in a partnership with somebody, you're choosing to grow with somebody. You're choosing to be in their snow globe with them as they go through the lows, as they go through the highs. And you're staying sturdy and firm with them. And yes, you're going to have your lows, you're going to have your highs, and I'm assuming you're going to want that in return, right? It's an equal giving and receiving. It's a reciprocation, right? And it's not transactional, but you're compromising in a sense where if you're asking for a need to be met with your husband or your wife, or even with your children, like, hey, you know, it would make me feel so good if you could make your bed every morning. And it's going to instill discipline in you, and you're going to feel good when you come home from school or wherever you are. And your life is just going to enhance a tiny bit more just by doing that small disciplined act every morning. And you say it from a way of saying, like, it's going to make you feel good. Like, you're not doing this for me, to your children. You're saying that you're not doing it for me. I'm guiding you in life to show you what's going to make you feel good. And maybe some kids, they don't care about it, right? Maybe it's not important to them, but it could not be, you know, making a bed. It could be something else that they are passionate about. But you're not going to know what they're passionate about until we start getting curious, asking questions. And this is a huge thing that I teach in my mentorship with all of my feminine clients, is listening. So when we ask a man, especially a man, a question, we want to wait 30 seconds. Right, ladies? You're going to wait 30 seconds for his response. This could also be your son's. So, all masculine energy, they're very, very direct and very simple. But when we ask them a question, they want to give you the best response possible. So, they might take a little bit more time to dig deep for the perfect answer for you. And if you're in a marriage or if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but we're specifically talking about men right now, they want to give to you. They want to take care of you. Their main goal is to protect and provide. And if they do an action and they give something to you or they provide you something, and if we don't acknowledge it and thank it, they won't repeat that because they're going to see no reward in that. Right? Men live off of, I want to give to my woman and I want to know that I'm doing a good job. So if they do something and they don't get a response from you, like a thank you or admiration, they're going to realize in their head that, oh, that wasn't good for her. She doesn't like that, or it's not important to her. So I'm not going to do that again. So if you want your partner to come forward and do things for you with love, you have to make sure you're saying, hey, that made me feel so good when you did that. Thank you so much. And it could be a week later that you do this, right? It doesn't matter as long as you're still doing this. And this goes with children too. So anytime I'm talking in this video, you can relate this to talking to your children, to talking to your spouse, to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, to a parent, to a sibling. We're all the same, right? And specifically, the male gender, they tend to need more time to respond with questions and they want to give. So we have to show up and share with them what our needs are so that they can give us that thing. And then on the reverse end of it, we thank them for it. We're getting our needs met, then they feel fulfilled meeting those needs, and then they're being rewarded for it. And so everybody's happy. This is what a pure, unconditional loving relationship is when two people are willing to give to each other, and it's the infinity symbol. It's that constant flow, right? We say what our needs are with love and compassion. Hey, babe, it would make me feel so good if you could hang these curtains this weekend, right? He goes and hangs the curtains. We acknowledge, oh my God, thank you so much. They look so beautiful. And if they're not perfect, if they're not done well to your standard, because a lot of women are very, very particular about how things are done and they know that they can do it really well. But a man wants to do this for us. So why not allow him to do it? Because we don't want to have to do everything in the house, right? So if it's not perfect, something you could say is, hey, babe, I see that there's a little piece that's a little bothersome to me. Could you fix that for me? And you're saying it in a way where you're expressing your feelings about it. It's bothersome to me. He's going to then turn on and go, oh no, she's not happy. I want to make her happy. I want to give to her. So he will do that instead of saying like, oh, you did a crappy job or this isn't right. You're not attacking, right? So using our dialogue. And when we start to live our lives like this and we start to treat every single human being with curiosity and with listening, we start to co-create more relationships like this. You start to manifest all of these beautiful connections with people because you've learned the art of listening and being curious. And when you're being curious, you're asking them about their day. You're asking them, how did that make you feel? And you're letting them respond and you're not interrupting. This is a huge piece. So you wait the 30 seconds for the response from your son or from your partner or even from your wife. It could be a woman too. You give them time to think, they give the response, and then wait a little bit longer. See if they start to say more. And it's wild how your connections are going to deepen when you do this because that person is going to say, wow, they're still here. They still want to hear more. I love this person. They care about me so much and they actually want to hear what I have in my brain. There's no better feeling than somebody who really, really wants to hear what you have to say. So let's reverse that now. You have to show up and start being that if you want to attract that. So yes, you're going to be showing up and doing this, and it's not going to be unseen. Other people are going to start to give this back to you because you're going to be the example of what's possible in partnership, in human connection. And it starts with you. So I wanted to come on and share this because it is so important. If you are feeling less than, if you're feeling like your relationships are not where you want them to be, if you don't have any healthy relationships. Maybe you don't have a partner. This is going to be the key for you to start practicing with your family members. Start practicing with a brother, with a sister, with a best friend. Start to be that person that is curious. And you're not curious for an intention. You're not trying to get something from the person. You're just being human, saying, I love you and I want to know about you. What's your snow globe like today? What happened to you? What were your thoughts and feelings? How's your body feeling right now? And then you can end with, is there anything I can do? Is there anything you want from me? Is there anything you feel like is lacking right now for you? Or how can I support you with you doing your self-care? Want me to go start a bath for you? Do you want me to leave the house so you can have some alone time in the house? So you start to be this offering, this curious, this loving, this person that's just with the other person, and you're unconditional. You're willing to go the extra mile to support this person in their snow globe. And when you show up and do that for others, you are going to get that back times 1,000. You're going to start to see strangers open the door for you. Your parents are going to start to call you and just offer to do things for you, to give you things, or maybe to babysit your kids. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, this is changing my life. Every single minute of my day is filled with universal love, people listening to me, people caring about me. So take this with you. If you want to manifest a dream partner, enhanced relationships in your family life, start being curious, start listening, start slowing down, give the person time to respond, that 30-second rule, and then wait longer. If you ask a question and then they respond, wait longer and see if they come up with more things to say, and really be intrigued. And you know what? A lot of times when we are signing up for marriage or partnership, we want to ask ourselves, do I like this person? We're not looking for status. We're not looking for money. We're not looking for looks. You want to ask yourself this one really important question. If I had kids with this person, would I want my kids to be like him or her? That is a gold question. Write that down. If you're looking to date or if you're looking to marry, you want to ask yourself, do I want my kids to be like this person? And that's going to give you your answer of whether you like the person or not. And a lot of times people are in partnerships for the wrong reasons, and they spend 30 years in a marriage trying to still change the core of who somebody is. So please allow people to be who they are, allow them to have their own experience. And if they aren't the right person, then maybe, be honorable and leave that partnership, because it's a disservice to them if you're always trying to change them, or if you're not enhancing their experience and you're not listening and being curious, because maybe you just don't have that drive to. Maybe they're not the right person for you. So August is all about a heart opening month. We're really starting to open our hearts and connect more deeply with everybody around us. So I hope you enjoyed this message. I am sending you so much love. Have a fabulous day. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for supporting me, my daughter, and our channel. And we will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.